Hola clase! I'm here again with the award-winning action-packed screencast for Lecciones Preliminares, Sección E, which is las fechas, or in the book it's actually called la fecha, which means the date. So with combining our numbers of the previous section D with los números 0 to 100, we're now going to learn the days of the week and the months so we can tell the date. So without any further delay, allow me to move on. This is what we're looking at in the book. You can see I've taken a screenshot of what it looks like in the book. And it says identifying days of the week and the months of the year. So you notice that over here we have some cultural notes, and we want to note that first and foremost, the first day of the week on the Spanish calendar is Monday. It ends on Sunday. Please don't be confused by this. The days of the week and the dates do not change. It just looks different on the calendar because it's shifted. It starts on Monday, ends on Sunday, whereas ours starts on Sunday, ends on Saturday. It's not like the date is different in Spain. It just looks different on the calendar. Okay? So let's go through this and listen to me pronounce these words so you know how to say them. Spelling is super important. Pronunciation is super important, as always. Okay? So here we go. First one, Monday. Lunes. Tuesday is martes. Wednesday is miércoles. Thursday is jueves. Viernes is Friday. Saturday is sábado. And Sunday is domingo. So again, that's lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, and domingo. So these are obviously important, and you'll notice that on your agenda and written on the board all the time, we have the date written out in a very specific format. We're going to be practicing that a lot in all of your assignments, and it's also going to be the first thing when you take quizzes. It's going to be the first question on every quiz. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Okay, we'll talk about that question as we continue on with this awesome screencast. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and again, this is just another screenshot so you can see. But as we move down, this para conversar section here, conversation, the girl is asking, ¿Qué día es hoy? She's saying, what day is it? And he responds, Hoy es lunes. Now that word hoy means today. So really what she's saying is, what day is today? And he's saying, today is Monday. And we want to pay attention to this nota over here that the days of the week and the months are not capitalized in Spanish. That's something a little bit different for us culturally. But again, ¿Qué día es hoy? What day is today? And he says today is Monday. So you can tell somebody what day it is. So now, after this first little section here, we know the 7 days of the week, and we know how to ask and tell what day it is. So again, those days are lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, and domingo. So you can tell the day, and that's not incorporating the number or the month, which is what we're going to continue now to look at as we go to the next screenshot. And again, these screenshots are just examples of me scrolling down on the ebook. Okay, and continuing to scroll down, we have the months, or los meses. And this is super important for you guys to remember that they look and sound vaguely like the months in English, but the spelling is slightly off. And it's very, very important that you don't just be lazy and kind of improvise your way through. Okay, so listen very carefully to the pronunciation and make sure that the spelling is perfecto. Okay, so we have enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, and diciembre. So you can see how they're similar, but they're enough where you have to really pay attention to how they're pronounced and especially how they're spelled. For example, septiembre is really close to September, but you don't want to say it septembre, because that's not it. It's septiembre. Same thing with octubre. It's really close to October, but it's not octubre. It's octubre, right? So definitely spelling and pronunciation super important with them. Now scroll down again, and we have the most important question of this section here. And I'm going to be asking you questions like this a lot. The question is, ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? And this means, what is the date of today? Remember, we just learned that word hoy. And now she's telling him, today is the 10 de septiembre, the 10th of September. So hoy es el 10 de septiembre. And we're going to combine the days of the week with the numbers and the months to say the full date, okay? And the order is always the day of the week, the number, and then the month. Okay, and we'll keep practicing that. So it's look at the order in which she says it. Today is, and she didn't give a day of the week, but we're going to combine that. But then she says the 10 of September, the number of month. And it's going to be that. You can't switch the way the date is said in Spanish. It's always the same order. And there's another very special nota over here. For the first of the month is the only one you don't actually say the number. You say this word, primero. Okay? So it is the first, the only one you don't actually just say the number, de octubre. And that means it's the 1st of October. So that's it. Make sure to fill out your LPE notes. If you have to come back and watch this again, and go ahead and do it. And don't forget to ask questions and finish up all your assignments before the due date. Hasta luego.